Hey Capricorn, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your angel reading for July 19th through 25, 2021. So we're just getting your cards out here. As always, this is a general reading, and so if there's any part of this that does not resonate with you, no problem, because it just means it's for somebody else. So take what resonates, leave the rest. That's how we always say it. If you have any questions or if you have any comments, please put them below and I will definitely see them. And I really enjoy getting that feedback. And so if you can assist me by doing that, then that would be great. And certainly if you subscribe, I love that. And so let's see, what else do your guardian angels want you to know today for this week, for the whole week? And so this here is the Goddess deck that we're using. Every time before two more? Okay, yeah. Every time before I turn the camera on, I meditate a little bit on which card, on your energy, on the Capricorn energy, and I ask then which cards want to come forward, and these are the ones who wanted to come today. And so all of this is the energy, the collective energy from your guardian angels, who I invite to bring their wisdom and their knowledge and what they want to tell you today. Okay, hang on. It's this one. Okay. And so they do that, of course. They come and they guide the energy. They bring the correct cards forward, the ones they want to talk about. And then I let that be a trigger for me, and I just allow the rest of the messages to come through. So as I talk, it's just coming through in that moment. And so you get it at the same time I get it. So, okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's start here. So your angels are saying that there is such a thing as a give and receive balance. Most of you are fully aware of that, but they want to remind you that one of the great ways to keep yours in balance is it's called tithing. So it's giving to charity or, to causes or even to individuals. It's giving of your resources. The more valuable you find that resource, the more effective I think it is. They're saying that's not always the case, but for a lot of you, we've been taught, right, the more something costs, the more we value it, right? You get that? It's certainly not always true that way, but a lot of times it is. So if you have stuff around your home or, somewhere around your office, whatever, that you are finished with, it served its purpose, you got all your value out of it, but you are no longer using it. But it's still very useful. It's not broken or, any of that stuff. Give it away. Donate it, something like that. You're not getting anything out of it anyway right now. In some cases it's pretty valuable. So in that case you would sell it, let's be real here, right? But you're not going to sell it for full price. So doing the charitable work really keeps that flow going in your own life, because as you give things away or donate them or things like that, then that leaves room for more new to come into your life. And so that can be abundance, that can be, anything. Just now you have space energetically and physically for new things to come to you. And that keeps your ratios going, your give and take ratio. So it's a really great thing. Okay, quit complaining. Have you been catching yourself lately? Saying things like, oh, I feel like I just don't have enough of whatever. Or you're in that feeling of lack in other ways. Or, complaining somebody did something for you, but they did it wrong. Or, whatever it is. Whenever you catch yourself complaining, because we all do it. Like, don't fool yourself. We all do it. Every one of us. So when you catch yourself doing that, just change your energy up and say, oh, I'm doing that again. So what do I appreciate about that? And that person who gave, but who did something for you, but did it wrong, you know what? They did something for you. That is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's beautiful. And, so you turn your perspective around. You get it so that you are in appreciation. You're realizing how valuable that is to you, what you already have. If you're thinking that you don't have enough money, well, how much money do you have? Isn't that awesome that you have that much? Like, wow, look at everything you can get with that much money. and be appreciative of that. And that allows the vibration to increase, which attracts more of it, right? So that's how you do it. It just feels so good to feel abundant and to be appreciative of what is happening, right? Okay, they're showing me some of you are feeling really guilty about something or other. It feels like it is not yours to feel guilty about. It's something that you were not in control of. You wanted this outcome, but you didn't cause this outcome, right? So, whatever this might be, it's all to the good. Even, so it feels very much like, it involves other people, and some of those other people may not be thriving. And so, it's not that you didn't want them to thrive, but you wanted them out of your world, maybe, or I think that's what they're showing me. It's something that you wanted that outcome, but you didn't cause that outcome. And so there's no need at all for you to feel guilty about that. If there's anybody in your world who is not thriving, that is a product of their world and their energy and their life. And it's all to the good for them, too. They're learning something that they needed to learn, that, and everything will work out. And you can be confident of that. And it's not that you don't enjoy those people or, any of that stuff. But what's going on in their world has nothing to do with you. Do not feel guilty. So for some others of you, this is something that you did that created an outcome. Everybody who's a parent feels a certain amount of guilt over their actions. Sometimes in your other family interactions, you're feeling guilty because maybe you didn't respond in the way that somebody else wanted you to. Guilt is a really, really low vibration emotion. And so as such, it doesn't serve any good purpose. If you have a lesson to take from that, you said something insulting or hurtful, especially if you were deliberate about it, even if you weren't, if you said something that then you realized, oh, that was hurtful, make amends for it and move on. Say you're sorry, say I did not intend for that to happen, and forgive yourself. Even if the other person cannot forgive you just yet, it's okay. Forgive yourself. Let go of the guilt. It doesn't help you, nor does it help the other person. So you do have to face, whatever it was that caused you to feel the guilt. Face it, have a look at it, see what happened there, and what you could do differently in the future. Practice doing something differently for the future. And then you have to just allow yourself to grow. Yeah, allow yourself to learn from that. Okay. All right. So here we have an amazing, amazing spread up here. We have a lot of inner work that's happening here. So it does say inner goddess. These are not gender specific. This means your inner self, whether you are male or female. It doesn't matter which you are. Inner goddess, that's your inner self. That's your best self. That is you being the top of your game and knowing that you're the top of your game. And this is without any conceit. This is just feel good energy, like, oh my gosh, I am so loving my life right now. I'm loving myself, and I'm enjoying how things are going every day. And wow, like get there, be there. It is so amazing. And so here it says, awakening the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So, I'm being shown that, yeah, a lot of you do achieve that with things like movement and self-care. But that's kind of it's just kind of an example. So you can do this through any avenue. If you are appreciating yourself and enjoying your life and enjoying your world, everything's just delicious. Here you are. This is you. This is your inner goddess or God, whatever, right? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is your true self. Keep that. Keep your true self. No matter who, because there's always those people who are a little, they see you thriving and it makes them feel like they're not thriving. And so then instead of building themselves, it's easier to try to knock you down. We all know people like that, right? Ignore those people. They don't serve you. Keep that energy, that beautiful, uplifting, vibrant and energy. It's amazing. And here is your inner wisdom. Like it just feels so much like you are on top of your world right now, and you're doing so much, and you're feeling really good about yourself and what you know and what you've learned. And part of this is your spirituality, because you're understanding how the world works energetically between people. And it feels very much like you're really on your way to balance this with what people tend to call the real world, right? So you understand how the real world works, and that, sometimes people are around you that you didn't choose to attract, but there they are, right? And so you can feel like it's okay to not be around those people, even though they're in your world, right? And it feels like you have this balance. And you understand that not wanting to be around somebody doesn't make you a bad person. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people that are not there, right? And so this is awesome for you, Capricorn. I'm so glad that you have gotten to that place where you know yourself well enough and you love yourself enough to be there. So some of you maybe are not quite in this place, but you're getting there and you're learning it, and you have full permission from your guardian angels, from other Capricorns, right? To get to this place of being totally comfortable with yourself. If you're not there yet, that's okay. Keep working at it, because you're getting there. You got this, babe. Like, amazing, amazing. And when you do that, then you get to boldly show your own true self to everyone that you meet. So, there might still be times when you're feeling a little uncertain or things like that. And when you meet somebody, you discover, you hear yourself and you think, oh, like, why did that come out of my mouth? Oh, it's because I think that's what the other person wants to hear, or that I think that's what they will like. When you catch yourself doing that, be bold and switch back to your own true self. Don't even have to talk about it. Don't say that's what you're doing. Just do it. And it will all be beautiful. Your own true self, boldly going forth, fearlessly, that is what makes the world go round. And that is what will bring to you the absolute best, the parts that match you totally, right? So when we're kind of faking it, we're putting on a show for somebody because you think that's what they want to hear or want to see, then your energy going out there is conflicting, and then the universe hardly knows what to send you, right? Like they still, the law of attraction works whether we intend it to be working or not. It's just like gravity, right? So when you're giving off conflicting energies, you're going to get some of this and some of that, and some of this and some of that, and you won't want some of that because that's not your true self, but that's what you're putting out there. So that's what has to come to you. So when you put out only your own true self, that's when everything that comes to you resonates very, very well. Amazing. And that brings all the prosperity. Woohoo! Here it comes. Open your arms and receive. It's all there just for you. And you created that. You can take full ownership of all the prosperity coming your way, all the good things, all the love, all the, yeah, it's talking about cash. It's talking about everything. The things, the items that you need to perform your daily life. Those things all come to you easily. It feels easy to you for some of the time, right? And it's because you're doing it all right. Yeah, good job, Capricorn. So here, let's take one more bit of wisdom. So the angels are telling me that some of you do not feel like you are in this flow. You don't feel like you're receiving prosperity. And so then that's when you need to get to this no more complaining part. And that's when the rest of it can all happen for you. If you feel like it's not happening for you now, you need to take full responsibility for that, because nobody else can make these changes in your life. You are the only one who can make yourself stop complaining. You are the only one who can choose to donate things. You're the only one who can let go of old guilt. And doing those things brings all this true self, being bold and welcoming the prosperity. It's all up to you. So, giving and receiving. Now, we did talk about that with the donations. Giving and receiving is a balance. The more you give, the more you can receive. It's that simple. Beautiful. Yeah. Practice. Practice makes perfect. Okay, Capricorn, can you help me? Let's give to the whole rest of the world. Give beautiful energy. Give healing. Give acceptance. Give clean, crystal clear water. Give beautiful food to nourish all the bodies. Give of our own love. Thank you so much. Capricorn, I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you next week.